Hey everyone, it's Yana with a post-chemo number 5 update. So I received my PET scan results and I am so happy to report that there were no more masses that were metabolically active, meaning nothing lit up on the PET scan, and that's what I was hoping for, but I was pretty nervous going in. I didn't know what it would show, but I'm absolutely ecstatic about that. And my doctor pulled up my first PET scan from 2 months ago and this most recent one, and he just showed side by side. Before I had this huge mass in the chest that was bright yellow, and this time he went through, slide by slide, and it's just all normal and nothing lit up, and I was amazed and just so happy to see that, and I had tears in my eyes but tried to just keep it together for the exam. But excellent news, and I'm so thrilled about it, and also very encouraged that the treatment is working, and I'm even more motivated to just, power through till the end and hopefully, knock out every single one of the bad cells, and yeah, just be healthy and happy. So those were my results. So from now, my doctor told me that we have 2 options of how to proceed. So he said that I can either do 4 more chemos of ABVD followed by radiation, which would be to the chest because that's where my biggest mass was, or the other option would be to do 8 more chemos without the Bleomycin, so just AVD and no radiation. So he had brought these options up previously, and I had expressed some concern with radiation because radiating the chest worries me because there's so many important organs there, breast tissue, lungs, heart, and radiating anything, of course, increases the risk of other cancers. So I always looked a little hesitant when he brought that up, and so this time he told me, I know you don't want radiation, but I need to offer both options to you. And he told me that combining chemotherapy plus radiation is a little bit more effective in cure rates. He said about 1 to 2% more effective than chemotherapy alone. So in my mind, that seems like a pretty small potential benefit, but more of a risk, at least in my case. So I elected to do more chemotherapy instead and not have the radiation. He said for me that that is a viable option due to the size of the mass in my chest originally. The way it's measured, he said it took up about 1/3 of my entire chest diameter, and I guess that places it right at the border of bulky versus non-bulky disease. And the way I understood it, if it had been greater than 1/3 of my whole chest, then I would have had to have radiation afterwards. But as I'm right there in the middle, right on the border, he said he thinks I can get away with just chemotherapy. And based on the results of the PET scan, I'm also optimistic that, the chemo is working and has already cleared up a lot. So hopefully, 8 more which is 2/3 of the whole thing. Wait, yeah. I feel pretty confident that that should do it, and so that was what I decided to do. So now I got to lose the bleomycin, which I'm also very happy about, so I can not worry about my lungs. Thankfully, I haven't had any more shortness of breath or coughing or any kind of symptoms like that. I went for another run today for 20 minutes, and that was good. You know, I'm probably breathing better now than I did before starting chemo, really, because that mass was taking up so much space and like pushing other things aside. So now I'm probably a lot better off, really, in a kind of funny way. So no more bleomycin, and along with that, no more Tylenol and Benadryl. So yeah, just the 3 now. It saves a little bit of time. The bleomycin was pretty fast, but I'm just happy to shave off any of it. So the chemo went fine. I was just in such a good mood from getting the PET scan results. So everything went smooth, and today is day 4 since then, and I'm feeling better than last time, less nauseous already. I did tell the doctor that I had, again, the 9-day stretch or so of nausea. So he recommended that I take a proton pump inhibitor instead of the Pepcid that I was taking, which is a different class of medications which should suppress the acid even more strongly. So I went and I bought Prilosec, or generic name is omeprazole. So I started taking that the day after chemo and up till now. So I don't know if I'm feeling better from that, or maybe it's just kind of random, you know, maybe sometimes there's not that much nausea, sometimes yes. There could be a lot of factors, but feeling good so far, so I'll stick with the Prilosec now instead of the Pepcid. Probably also just for 5 days or so until I feel like I don't think I need it anymore. So yeah, so far so good. And next one is gonna be the halfway mark. So, you know, it's moving along, and time really does pass pretty fast. So I think, you know, I'm feeling optimistic, and I know that the end is near, and just, you know, I just need to stay on track and finish up the course and, you know, enjoy life in between, and yeah, just try to make the most of it, and hopefully help you guys also as I go along. So that is my update. Very happy. So yeah, stay tuned, and we'll just keep going until the end. See you guys.